Hello, good evening. This is Coach Ray with the Brownsville Royal Knights, and with me is Andrew. And later on, we might have some other people coming in. I know Dave's trying to run a tournament for his club, and Master Allen might be busy and all of that. But anyway, here we are, the Brownsville Royal Knights, and we're here on our normally scheduled Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time chess show. So guys, so what's up? What's up with you, Andrew? How you been? What you do today, man?
I went shopping with my parents at HEB and got some groceries, and they paid for it. How kind of them! So much
Oh
appreciated
yeah,
for that.
definitely. Yeah, and it's time for chess with Coach Ray, and Andrew's here, and it's puzzle time. And puzzle time is great. Why, Andrew? Why is time good?
Pattern recognition,
Parent
pattern
recognition,
practice, pattern
and
recognition. Yeah.
yeah, and chess puzzles increase your chess strength,
Hmm.
and so one of the things to always look for when you're doing any position, actually, whether you're doing a puzzle or not, is definitely always look for checkmate, that kind of deal. It's like a little bit on end game skills. We might do run a little bit of end game skills, but remember the end game skills is, the winning ideas is number one, get rid of your problem, your opponent's pieces. Step number two is attack the weak pawn, the unprotected pawn. Step three is create a pass pawn. If you create a pass pawn, you might promote it, which is step 4, 5, and 6. Promote, protect, promote, and then finally, step 6 would be checkmate within 4 to 6 moves. So, guys, with further ado, let's give you the first puzzle. Here we go. So, let me share the screen. And there we go. And boom. So puzzle number one. Here we go. It's white to move. Uh, Black seems to have pretty good control of the center, and actually, he's got a rook at C2 on the seventh rank, and the queen's aiming at G2 for a possible checkmate. Of course, we got to get rid of the F pawn, but Black seems to be in pretty good control here. Wouldn't you say, Andrew?
Hmm.
Right? Black seems to be in pretty good control, but looks can be deceiving, right? Looks can be deceiving. So, what do you think? It's white's to
Well,
move.
you're down a piece,
You're,
so I
plus, we're
mean,
down. Well, yeah, black's down a piece, right? Black's down a piece. White has 4 pieces. Black has 3 pieces. It seems
but
like black has the initiative. But
it
let's
looks
see what.
like yeah, it looks like well, if it's white's move, black has to move the queen, right? To
Right.
yeah.
So
So
what is white's best move here? What do you think?
threaten mate in one, right? Threaten
Yeah. Hey,
uh
Rock Venice, how's it going? You doing all right, my friend? Yeah. So what's the move then?
queen f6, threaten mate in one.
Queen F6 would be okay, but what if this guy does? Well, he can't stop it. Well, he can capture,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
that's
then
what I
you,
was thinking.
and then you got no check here. Let's try again. What do you think? Always look. What are the six grandmaster move
Oh, a
key?
good check.
A
Oh,
good
okay.
check. So where's a good
Oh,
check here?
the other way. Go the other way with the
Go
queen.
the
Go to
other way. The queen can move
b8.
here, the queen can move there,
b8.
the queen can move here, the queen can move
Yeah.
there,
Give
and of
me a
course,
second.
boom,
Yeah.
there it is. Right, so that's the
Yeah.
move because it creates a check, and this bishop's controlling that
A
square.
good check.
So we are controlling the squares around the king, which means this is a very good check. And of course, he's got a block with this one,
Oh my
right?
god.
And then of
Rook
course,
sacrifice, queen
rook,
sacrifice, rook
queen
sacrifice.
sacrifice, da 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 da, checkmate. The move, you know,
That's
that was pretty cool, right? But again, you always gotta look for the best square, and sometimes the best square is not there directly in front of you. Sometimes it's on the side, or sometimes it's on the back. But the long range pieces have that power. Does that make sense? Let's do the next one here. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see. We have a puzzle here. This is white to move and win. There's several variations of this one. All of them end up in checkmate. I will say this: every single variation ends in checkmate. Again, look at the long range pieces and see how that goes. So what do you do? Hey, Hey, Daniel, how's it going, Daniel? You doing all right? You're okay? You're okay? We're okay? Everybody's okay? What do you think, Daniel? What do you think of this puzzle, Daniel? Quite to move. There's different variations, but they all end up in checkmate. They all end up in checkmate. There you go. Daniel says, just got home from work. Oh, man. Well, take your shoes off, put some shorts on, a comfortable t shirt, and relax in your lazy boy and watch the show and give us some answers. Make some comments and give us your answers, man. So, what's the deal here? What do you got? What do you think?
Okay, so when I look at this, I see I see basically I want the dark square bishop to capture mine
Right?
because I want to capture it with my pawn that is going to attack the pinned pawn on the king, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. A discovered pin. Oh, that's a new terminology, right? That you create a discovered pin, right? So yeah, that's what you want, but it's not black's turn. The pawn with the bishop. Yeah. Okay. So the pawn with the bishop. What do we do?
Is he saying
I think
take
take the pawn.
G7?
Take G7. Okay. That's the move. Okay. King
Take the
goes here.
pawn with the bishop. That's what he says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that might be the move. And then what do we got? We got check, and of course he hides. And there's not. I mean, there's not a whole. I mean, there is some stuff, but no, I don't.
Rook lift, but yeah.
Rook lift, maybe this one, right?
Yep.
And then of
Yeah.
course, let's see. Is there anything here that he can possibly do? Maybe queen. What can white do? He can't go here. He could go there.
He needs to
Yeah,
free
he
up
can
his
go there. He
other
can go
rook.
there. He can go there to challenge this guy. And if you go rook lift, then of course we have. Oh no, I thought the king was here for a check. No, oh well, then of course there, and that blocks it. Does that make sense? Because if you capture, he captures. You capture, he
Lose
captures,
a
and
rook.
black wins. Right. So that's not the moves. Oops, no, didn't work. Didn't work. But hey, it was a good try. It was a good try. I would say it was a good try. So what do you think? Remember, now, one of the things is look at the long range piece and look at this rook. Andrew was talking about the unpinned pin or the pin that's not there. But this is why we look at long range pieces and we look at them not only where they're attacking, but where they're aiming. And in this case, the rook is, you could say that the rook's attacking the pawn once the pawn leaves, but he's aiming at the king. So if we remove this pawn, if we remove this pawn, if we remove this pawn, then we would have a pin. Does that make sense? And so, yeah.
Well,
Hey, Renee, how's it going, Renee? You doing all right? I'm glad you're here,
yeah,
Renee.
we have a pin, but we'll have a doubled pawns, which will still be protected by either H7 or F7, right? One of those
Right?
two. Because say
So
we
what?
push the pawn, we lose the right. You'll lose it. So you got to take the bishop first and then push the pawn. But even if you do so, it's still going to be like the rook will have no impact. You
Right?
need to push your F or H pawns, but that's too slow. What is the D rook doing? What is that? What is the D?
Well, I don't know. This is where you gotta make it. You gotta make it happen. So what's the deal here? What are you gonna do with that D rook? What do you think? What can we do with that D rook?
Lift? I mean, that's the
Well,
only thing
if
I
is
can.
one, anything else?
You could slide it over.
Well, you said something really interesting. You said that there was a pin. So when there's a pin, what do we do when there's a pin?
Attack the pin piece.
Attack the pin piece, right? Or the other thing is what? That a piece is paralyzed, right? The piece is paralyzed. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you see here then? Let me see. I'm checking it out. It
That
looks
if
like Brownsville Royal
if
Knights page is active. All right,
Black
so we
can't take the bishop because they're black can't take the bishop because if black takes the bishop, the pawn recaptures, and
uh-huh.
that pawn can't capture back because of check, right?
Right,
So
right.
then yeah,
Very good. So, but what else can we see here? What else do you think we can see here? We got this rook. This rook is aiming at the king and possibly pinning the pawn. Possibly pinning the pawn. Remember, the pin piece loses the power to capture to move because it would become an absolute pin, and it loses the power to defend the area and protect, a square or
are
a
you
piece.
all right? I don't know if this won't work. What queen h6? That's not
Now,
the thing,
remember,
right?
remember, there's also the mate in one attack.
Yeah, that's what it
The
is. But
mate
I
in
mean,
one attack, and yeah, that's the move, Andrew. That is the move.
oh,
The
because
queen, the
if
queen, because he has to capture, right? Now he's got two moves. If the
the
pawn
rook
moves,
covers the
then
G and
then
then the bishop
yeah,
covers the H.
then we
Got
have
it.
the checkmate, right? Now after this, if the pawn captures, what's the
Pawn
move?
captures, pawn
Pawn
captures,
captures, and we get a discover check, and the bishop's attacking this guy, and
and this.
nobody can land on any of these squares, so it would be a checkmate.
That's a good one.
Right now, what else can happen? Let's say he goes here. This is another
That's
one.
a tough
What if he
one.
captures here? What is the move now?
Wait, same thing. You just capture with the pawn the
Capture,
opposite way.
he goes here, and then of course
Queen
then we go
says
checkmate.
hi.
Does
Double
that make
check.
sense? What
Yeah.
else can happen? Let's see. Let's say the bishop captures. What's the move now?
Oh, pawn captures back.
Pawn captures because this is illegal. So when he goes here, still checkmate. So this is why this one was white to move and win, because there was different variations. Normally, when a puzzle says and win, that means there's different variations. It could also be all of them. All the variations here lead to checkmate. So this dude is completely lost. But the key here is to see that the power of a possible pin, because otherwise you wouldn't go here. Otherwise you wouldn't put your queen here if it
Yeah.
wasn't for the power of this hidden pin. So this is why it's very important, guys. It's very important to understand that pieces not only attack a square or not only attack a piece, but they aim and they attack through the attack of the piece, or the power of the piece goes through the whole file, goes through the whole diagonal, goes through the whole rank, because that's the power of the piece. So your pieces are either wimpy pieces, which means they just attack what they see, or they're super pieces and attack beyond the scope of where they can move. That makes sense? I like that. All right, so let's do the next one here. All right, here we go. Here's another puzzle here. Now, in this one, I will say, well, let's see what you see, Andrew. What do you see? White to move. What do you think? White to move.
Queen can right white to move, but the threats. Let's say it was black's move, right? You want to think about that, right? What would
Yeah.
black want to do next to you if they got another move? The queen can drop down with the rook, right, and create a battery against the G pawn. White to move, I'd say you need a good check. You. Mm, there's not a lot of good checks, I don't think.
Think about it.
You can't. You can't
Who's
check
winning?
on the
Yeah, who's winning the game here?
black easily.
Black is winning the game. I don't think White's going to win this game. Am I right? Would it
Yeah,
be safe to say that Black's not going to win the game? So let me throw this at you. When you're losing, fine and force the draw. And yes, play better. I mean,
got it.
yeah. But I'm not saying give up. I'm just saying, hey, play better. But hey, if the best you can do is get out of the tournament room with a half point with a draw versus a zero, hey, I'll take the draw. Especially if you're playing a higher rated player, you're still going to make points. Does that make sense? So what's
Yeah,
going on here? Oh, this is a tough one. Yeah. This is the tough one. See what's going on. But look at this. Let's see. Hold on. What did I do?
Okay,
All
where
right.
can you check the king at, right?
Think about it. When
You
you're
can check.
losing, fine or forced to draw.
There aren't any good checks. Let's just say that, right? There aren't any good checks. There's only two, and they're bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So,
not
so
checking.
which of those two checks is the best one?
Well, the one where you give up a queen, or the one where you give up a queen. I mean, those are the
All
only
right.
two I'm looking
Again,
at.
always look at the position, and sometimes you got always, guys, learn to always look at the position after the player has made the move. What has changed in the position?
No
What has changed
way.
in the position?
No way. That's
Yes,
so
way.
stupid. All right, we're doing it. Push the button. Press queen on E3. Check.
Queen
King
on
can't go
D3.
down. King can't push pawn. Yeah.
The queen has to capture. If the king moves, then we win the game by queen captures queen, right? I mean, we could
Right.
possibly win the game. I'm sure we can win the game. So it's a check creating a fork. Oops, creating a fork. And the queen must capture. When the queen captures, the white pawn cannot move. Boop. The white pawn cannot move. The white pawn cannot move because of the pin. And so
And
the
the
king can't
king.
move here, can't move there, can't move here. And white has forced a draw. White has created a stalemate and goes away with half a point. Diva
I wonder.
sack to save the
I wonder.
game.
I wonder how often that happens.
Well, you'd be
Jeez.
surprised. You'd be surprised. Well, in Grandmaster play, I mean, when the
Oh, for
Grandmasters
sure.
play,
They know
there's
what
always
positions to
draws,
run to.
and they force draws. I mean, it's not like it's lucky.
Yeah.
It's forced draws. And so we got Jay coming in a little bit. So great. But yeah, I thought that one was interesting because a lot of times we just give, well, not that we give up, but it's like we don't see past the win. Oh man, I want to
Hmm.
win, I want to win, I want to win. But sometimes the best thing to do is just get a draw. Come back and play another match, see that kind of deal.
That's true.
All right, let's go to the next one here. All right, what do we got here? What do you think here?
Okay, let's see here. Horsey's under attack.
The horsey's under attack, right?
Oh, but we can check the king. That's fun. Oh, we can check the king. Oh, that's more fun. I like that.
So
Okay,
what's the
so
move?
knight to E8 check, king down to G8, and then knight check on F6.
No, the king doesn't go to f6. He attacks the knight.
Well, what
So
a
what's the move now? Think about
Oh,
it.
now you fork. Now you fork the
Yeah,
knight and the
at
the rook and the
d6 is
bishop.
you're
Yeah.
attacking. You're attacking the rook, and you're attacking the bishop, right? Let me take this thing
Mm-hmm.
out. Yeah, the knights, the mighty knights, they get forks. So wherever the rook
Oh
moves,
wait, take the bishop off, right? Yeah.
and now,
Yeah. Now take the knight, right?
and it's a check. So this is the move. Now what's the move?
Ooh, what
Because
is the
this guy's in
move?
trouble.
Bishop to D3, hitting the rook,
Now you lose.
or are we worried about check? Is that
Well,
what you're
you
worried
lose
about?
because of the check. Yeah. No, the
Mm,
movies just come back and protect.
oh, okay.
Does that make sense? And now you got 3 pieces, and he's got 2 pieces, and you're okay. You should be able to win the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, actually, there is another move. There is another move here. There's another tactic here. Remember, when you're winning, trade. When you're winning,
Mm-hmm.
trade. But there's another cute little tactic that you can do here. What do you think? Look at it again. Again,
So you can
look
do
at
it
the
right
pieces.
here.
Look at yeah, white to move. Look at your move. Look at your pieces and see what jobs the pieces do. You have a bishop, right? So the bishop's long range pieces. He can attack
Oh,
all
I
the
got it.
white squares.
I got it.
You
Okay,
got it?
rook checked king on d7, knight forks.
Exactly. And the guy says, "What are you talking about, dude? You're crazy giving me a free rook." And I go, "Oh, take my
This
rook." And
guy,
then
this
comes the
guy.
check with the
Yeah.
mighty fork again.
That's
You
just
know,
pattern recognition right
that's
there.
just
That's
pattern
all that is.
recognition. The mighty knight gets the forks. And of course, the king moves wherever he wants to, and boom. And now you got two pieces versus one. You have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? And the pawn, maybe the pawn gets protected. Let's take this to an endgame. What do we do here? Let's take this to an
Oh,
endgame.
return the slab. Knight back to e3.
Knight back to e3. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
All right.
and then now we're gonna start
And let's say
working.
the king moves forward.
Oh, great. Then we bishop to. I like bishop to d3. Just
Bishop to d3. Okay, to mess with the
forcing the
pawn.
pawn.
All
Yep.
right,
Now
where's this pawn gonna go?
I know it's gonna go right, but I want the bishop to end up on
Okay, okay. So the
b5.
pawn moves out of trouble. Now what's the
Yeah,
move?
bishop b5
Bishop b5. The pawn moves out of trouble.
captures.
You sure?
Yeah,
All
capture
right,
capture.
captures. He captures. Oh, I see.
And then now
And you get
bishop.
the knight. He goes here,
Oh
and then
no
he
no
goes
well,
there.
oh okay, I like that. That one's good too. I like that.
Oh, and look at that. You got this, and maybe he
Yep.
moves here. What's the move?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't
You
go here. You can't go there because of this.
you
But you
added
can
more with
start
the
moving the
knight. That
king
was
up, right,
good.
Jake? Hey, where's Jake? Jake was here. Jake came in and left.
Oh, did he lag out or
I
something?
guess he lagged out. Yeah. Here, this is that one. Hey, I like the courage reference. Yeah. Hey, Jake, what's up, big guy? You doing all right?
Yeah,
Return the
trying to
knight
get
back to
the
its stable, man. That's what it's
Yeah.
saying.
Does that make sense? So the thing here is, man, the mighty knight, the mighty might gets the forks, man. You have a knight on the board, think forks. The knight just kind of dances around, moves around, and does his thing, and he's gonna find the square. He's gonna find the square where he's gonna create some damage, man. Does that make
Bishops are
sense?
more like knives,
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
just
they're straight on.
But then you
Uh,
ever have those kitchen utensils, the like apple slicers that you like that, right? And it's
yeah,
got
they
those.
cut it.
That's the queen. That's the queen. It just
Yeah,
chops up the
yeah,
board like an
yeah,
apple
yeah.
slicer. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's like the I mean, you don't want to put any fighters down over there or anything, but the bitch is kind of like a boxer, just straight on boxer,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
the knight's kind of like Jackie Chan. He's like a
Yeah.
karate guy.
Yeah.
He's like
More
Ronda
versatile.
Rousey.
Oh yeah.
He's just they're just bad. They're just terrible. They'll destroyers. And so again, let's look at this one again. And this is where it starts, man. This is where this guy started. And I mean, this is a very good puzzle of the. I mean, you're right. Go for a check, and probably if you don't think of a good check, you don't think of the move. This guy's gonna attack. You go here's number one fork. Boom. King moves anywhere. I don't care where the king moves. You're still gonna capture. Boom. You go back here. He attacks. You come back here and protect. Pawn might protect here, or I don't know. Well, the pawn's protected, so maybe he doesn't move. Maybe he moves. No, he can't move anywhere. Maybe let's say he moves the knight here. Let's say he moves the knight. Let's do another variation. What do you think the move is
B3.
here, Jake? Are
Oh.
you watching? The knight,
yeah.
the black, white to move in this position. What do you think?
Hmm.
White to move. Black has two pieces, and white has three pieces. So what do you think the move is? Shouldn't have to.
Bishop captures knight.
Yeah. Bishop captures knight. Not only look at what we did by doing that, we split the pawns. The pawns are now weak. Those pawns have just lost their power. Does that make sense, Jake? I mean, that's
Right.
what I tell you, right? Mess with the pawn structure.
Oh, you can still do it now.
And then again here the move is check. He captures and boom, here we go, and he goes here and boom, and maybe this guy. Oh, it's a check, so maybe he goes here. So what do we do? Well, we
Turn
can
back
go.
to E3.
We go here, and this guy has to move, and
Boom. Now we dance.
maybe
Now
we
we
go
do
here,
dances.
or maybe we go there. We can even go attack these guys. I mean, maybe this guy goes there, and of course, maybe we can go there. He pushes, and oh, look at this! Oh, look at this! And the knight
Nice.
just keeps, munching everybody up, and of course you come back, he moves here, and king moves. Don't push pawns. Don't push pawns. Let he goes here.
Well, at least let Harry the H pawn go
Yeah,
have
yeah,
a
oh yeah,
walk.
this guy, yeah, of
What?
course,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And of course, if he goes here, you don't have to capture. You just go here because, like you were talking about the game we were playing, you're not letting the king into the back. So, hey, why capture? The pawns are useless anyway. And of
Hmm.
course, he's got to move the king. Maybe he moves here, and then of course, yeah, like you said, push the pawn.
No, black is in a stalemate of woes.
Yeah. Or maybe he'll start attacking this guy, and of course, from there we can go here. And maybe he goes here, and we can just take it if we want to.
Yeah.
And then there we go. Look at this. We can capture every single pawn if we really wanted to be mean. And totally destroy the guy, right? Yeah, Daniel says, kill all the pawns, make him suffer. Well, that's what we did for you today, right there. The mighty knight, man. This is why you gotta learn to use your knight. You just gotta learn to use your knight and recognize patterns. Recognize the knight patterns, even when a piece is not there. See the forks. Visualize the fork. Does that make sense? All right, let's go to the next one. All of that came out of this puzzle, right? Okay, let's look at this next one. This one's an easy one. This would be Jack. Why don't you lower your camera a little bit so we can see a little bit more of your face, a little bit more.
Oh.
All right, cool. So, this is an easy one. I will say this is a checkmate in 2 moves. Black to move, checkmate in 2 moves. What do you guys see?
Oh, that's easy. Knight to F4, check.
Yeah, knight to
Pawn
F4,
takes.
controlling this square and opening up this file. So if pawn
Uh.
takes, then you have this, and of course check
And
to
then-
saw it, and then boom, we have the checkmate of the 2 rooks, right? Now, if he doesn't capture, let's say he goes here and he goes there, then of course remember the knight's still controlling this, and so it's still a checkmate because you're controlling here. Oh, wait a minute, he has to go there, right? Oh, when he goes, no, wait, did I do that one wrong? Hold on. He goes here, check. He goes there.
I mean,
I thought it was checkmate in 2. Wait a minute. He goes here. Yeah, I think you still win anyway. Maybe he gets out, and you got check. He goes. If he goes there, then what do you got? You got maybe.
wait, go check with the wait, go back one. Yeah,
You
go
can't
back
go
one.
here because
One-
of the queen.
No, yeah, go back one though with the rook.
All right, let's see.
Okay, now check with the H rook.
Yeah, but you lose this rook.
Oh no, you lose that rook. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, you lose that rook, right? So I thought there was a mate here. Anyway, let's say he goes here, then of course you simply go 8 rank. Of course he can play here. No, he can't because you win this guy. But let's say he does that, then he's got this, he's got that. He has
Push.
oh no, he can't go there, so he's got to go here, and then of course maybe you
Mm,
go
reveal
there,
check.
and he goes here, you go there, and he queens. Oh god, no, you lose.
Sad.
So it's got to be the way you play it. It's got to be the way you play it. All right, so super cool, right? Cool. So let's do the next one. All right. So what do you guys see here? White to move. White to move. There is a checkmate here. There's a checkmate here.
Ooh.
And let's see what you guys see here. Let's see. Is this the one? Nope. This is not the one. But there's a checkmate here. Look at their long range pieces, right? Look at their long range pieces. They say, Daniel, wait, now this is turning into something else. Yeah.
Right.
We
Yeah.
want to take you guys to the next level. We want to make sure we show you the puzzle and then show you the parts of the end game or the possibilities of where the game could go. It just depends. And
Okay.
so
If we can check the king with a piece that can't be taken, we win right there. That's me,
actually,
right?
this is from one of my games that I played on chess.com, and again, remember when you're winning. Sometimes it's okay to give back material. That's one. When you're winning, it's okay to give back material. 2, remember, If you want to attack the king, sometimes there's a sacrifice to expose the king to more checks. Sometimes sacrifice is created to remove pieces out of the way or to create certain attacks, right? Sometimes you always want to control the squares around the king. You look at the color that the king's at so that you can align it with maybe the bishops or the queen, attacking on those colors, on those lines.
Oh, yeah,
And then,
yeah,
of course,
yeah.
control the squares around the king. Always look at how the pieces are aiming at the king. Not only attacking, but like I said earlier, your pieces must be super pieces, not wimpy pieces. So look through the whole line and see what the possibilities of what they're doing. Let's sack the pawn. Which
Yes,
pawn?
Daniel. Which pawn, Daniel?
Which
Jake, what
pawn, Paul?
pawn? Jake, which
The
pawn
only
did we sack?
I don't know. You want to capture this one? I don't think you want to capture this one. You
No,
know.
sack the pawn, not the rook.
Oh, this one.
No.
Push this guy up. Push this guy up. I don't know. Maybe pawn takes or I
Oh,
don't know.
really? Yeah, do it. No, do it.
All right.
Yeah,
So
we like that.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's the move now?
Knight check.
Knight check. Bishop.
No,
check.
the other one. No, the other way. The E7. Knight E7 check. Because the pawn blockades the bishop.
Okay. Yeah. Knight E7 check. He moves here.
Boom. Yeah, now I'm lost. I don't know.
You might have.
Oh, check. Yeah, check there. Yeah.
And maybe he goes here.
Okay, now he's in a box. We like that.
Too bad you can't go here because of the bishop. Nah, that's not the move. Interesting though. Yep. That's what he was thinking. No, that's not the move. What do you see, Jack? Think about it.
What if we went rook to
Oh, look at
d6?
here. No mating discoveries yet. There's something quicker. Oh, okay. Tell us, Alan. What do you see? Maybe Alan knows the move. This is one of my games, guys. I made a brilliant move here. Again, look at the long range pieces and see what they do. Remember, the theme of today's show, I guess, is the pin. What do you think, Alan? The move. White to move destroys black. White to move destroys black. And it all falls apart. Actually, there's a mate in 4, I think. What do you see? What do you see?
Okay, so
think about this. Where can the king move? Where can the king move?
Nowhere. That's what
Nowhere.
I said. Absolutely
so where
nowhere.
would the checkmate be? Knight E7. But you can't play Knight E7. Why?
Because of the bishop.
Because of the bishop. So what?
That's why I put the pawn there. Yeah.
So what do we need to do with the bishop? Get rid of it.
Yeah.
So how do we get rid of the bishop?
Bait a sacrifice.
Bait or attack it or capture it.
Well, you can't capture it. So
well, I don't know. The magic of chess, where pieces go woo, pop.
Well, if you want to bait it, you go to knight knight F4.
No, well, yeah, but then you got.
Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah. Wait, hold on.
You need the knight to go to E7, right? You
need to go.
You need this check to go there, and that's the mate because of this, right? So
okay,
what
so
else?
what pieces don't we need? We don't need the light square bishop, and we don't need the rook on the D file.
Well,
so
I don't
use
know about
those
the light
two
square
and
bishop. It is aiming at the king.
Right, but what I'm saying is the only two pieces that actually can mate right now are the knight and that rook.
Look at Alan. Look at Alan says. Alan says, move here with the idea of mating 1. But then what happens if he takes with the pawn, Alan? That's why that one's pretty good. If he takes with the bishop, well, even if he takes with the bishop, you still got this, and then he can still move there, and you still got nada. Nothing happens. But Alan's move is interesting. I like Alan's move. I like Alan's move of rook to H6. I like that move, but it's not the right square. Oops. You're right. I think the key is pushing the bishop away. Oh well, yeah. Obviously, yeah. Because the knight wants to go here, but the bishop is attacking that guy. So we need to get rid of the bishop. So how did I manage to get rid of that bishop and win the game? Actually, after this move, the dude resigns. When I make this next move, he resigned. And he wouldn't play another. So what do you think?
Is it something like? No, that's.
What's the most powerful?
Is it the
tech?
G file? Yeah.
What's the most powerful tech in the world?
A knight check.
No.
What?
Tech. What's the most powerful tech in chess?
Discovery.
Discovery's one of them. Yeah, attack the bishop. Yeah. How do we attack? Well, a force check is correct, and attack the bishop is correct. So what? How do we attack the bishop? You're both right. How do we attack the bishop here? Yeah, attack the bishop with a rook. Yeah, which rook? Huh?
The one on D.
Yeah, rook on D. All right, the rook on D. That's the move.
Because it can't be taken because of the discovered pen.
Yeah, because if he gets taken, we get checkmate because of the double check.
Wait, what happened? Like my screen lagged. I did not see anything.
Being the strongest check in chess, right?
Rook to G6.
Wait, did you play Rook G6?
Yeah, Rook G6. But
wait, that's what I said earlier.
Well,
did you? Oh,
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I said that earlier.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Alan said I missed the double check range. yeah, killer. Yeah, now he can't take it, right? So if he goes, let's say here, well then we simply go here, and and the pawn can't take it, right? What else can he do? If he goes here, then we simply go where? Where do we go next?
You ain't gotta like it because
can we go there now?
Yes.
Because he has to go there, and then of course, what's the next move? Do we take here or what? No. I think the better move in that case, I forget. It's this one still, because he goes there, right? And then what do we got?
Well, you could take the bishop.
Or hold on. What do we say? If he goes here, right? Can we push the pawn?
Yes.
Yeah, we can push. Now, what happens if he goes here, though?
You can still check him.
We can check him, but he hides here. And now, what do? We can't take here. So what's the move then? So he goes here. If he goes there... Oh, if he goes there, we can capture. That's the move. We can capture, right? Because now we got this. And then, of course, if he goes here, then we have checkmate.
Oh, I can't go. Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Right? So that's the move. I had forgotten about that. If he goes here, then, of course, we got checkmate because the pawn's blocked. If he captures, then we have checkmate because the double check. Does that make sense? Yeah. Cool.
He's basically playing with seven files instead of 8.
Yeah. Cool deal, right? All right, let's look at this one. This one, I think this is a checkmate in 5. Yes, it's a checkmate in 5, guys. White to move, checkmate in 5. Checkmate in 5. What do you guys see? What do we see here?
In 5?
Checkmate in 5. Oops, wait, never mind. That wasn't checkmate. Como que no, it was. Didn't you see it? All right, no, wait. Oh, yeah. All right, so what do you see? Checkmate in 5. Remember, when you're hunting the king, guys, there must be checks. There must be good checks. And you must be ready for another check to come in. Think of 2 boxers just punch. That would be a king hunt. Does that make sense? A check, just a simple check would be boom. And then you go back and you do a little dancing and then check, boom. But a king hunt is Pow, 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 pow.
What
That's a
about rook to
Yep.
f1?
Yep.
yeah. Good job, Jake. Is this rook any good? No.
Right.
So you
Well,
activate him into a activation into the attack.
it
Right.
was doing you kind of had to trade jobs, right? In that
Right. Yeah.
instance, you had to
Now, what's the
trade
move here?
push pawn, right?
Think about it. Wait. Think about it. Look, what is this rook doing? He's controlling the whole file. He's controlling the whole rank, rather. And
You
now
could
you got
put
this guy attacking this whole file.
well
So what
the
do you think is
knight.
the next move here? Yeah, knight f6. Good job, Alan. That's the move, right? And check, right? So cool. And then of course he's forced to go here. Now what's the move here?
Oh
Made in
no!
Hmm.
two. Made in two.
Two.
Made in two
Bet.
two. Look for a check.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, you could check on h7, right, with the
Yeah,
knight.
knight
oh,
h7, right?
yeah.
Now, if he goes here, obviously we go all the way and we have a checkmate with the two rooks, right? We got a rook here and we got a
Ladder.
rook there, and the knight's protecting here. But what happens if he goes here? What's the move now?
Wait, you can still do the same thing. Knight's protected by the rook.
Yeah, but rook
Oh
takes.
wait, yeah, the rook takes. Yeah, yeah. Okay, wait, hold
So
on.
what do you think is the move then? What do you think?
Can we move the take the pawn knight or do you want the
Uh,
rooks on the eighth or on the seventh rank? On the
All right,
seventh rank?
yeah, because we also have this, right? But yeah, maybe that's the move. You know, he goes check. What do we do? Maybe we move here, or maybe we move there, or something. Maybe we move there, right? If he
Okay,
well, no,
that's
wait
not
a minute.
right.
He can't do because of this. Wait. I messed up here. He can't do that. So if he takes, then we take here, and he's got to go there, right? So
Yeah, but
what's
that's
the
not
move here?
mate.
No, wait. No, if he takes,
Oh, that's it though. No.
yeah,
Take that again, and he covers.
yeah. So what's the move here? Think about it. If he takes, what's the move?
Take it with the pawn.
We take it with a pawn because he
Oh,
cannot take here because we go here, right? So he's got a block. What is the move
now
now?
you check. You check.
Check, and he has to take. We take.
Take,
He takes,
take.
and we got the queen.
But that is
Does
not
that
the
make
right move.
sense? Hey, Ellen, king cannot go to e8 because of jack. That's right. Ellen came in kind of in between there. Does that make sense, guys?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So again, first check, activate a piece into the attack. Remember, 3 or more pieces is a good check, right? 3 or more pieces attacking the king is a good check. Daniel says checking with the knight. Okay, we'll see where that one comes in, right? All right. So he goes here. Now, if he goes there, checking with the knight. Of course, if he goes back here, then we have checkmate there, right? Because the knight's attacking that square, the knight's
That's the
protecting,
Arabian.
and there we go, right? So we got him there. So he has to go here, and of course from there we have this check, and then if he goes here, what do we got?
The ladder,
Oh,
right? The
the
ladder.
ladder,
Yeah.
right? Oh no, we got checkmate,
Mm-hmm.
right? So he's stuck. So after this one, he has to go here, right? He has to go there, and of course we just simply go here. Now, if he captures, right? If he captures, then we go here. Now, what happens if he checks though?
We
Well,
take a
maybe
step
he
forward.
goes. Oh no, if he checks, we simply go here because now he can't play here to grab the pawn, and he can't make it back here anyway. So he's
That's
got to
true.
take. We take, and maybe he takes here, and we take there, and we still get the queen.
Yep.
Does that make sense? Cool
Yeah.
deal. Wow, man! What a great bunch of puzzles, right?
Those are pretty good.
Pretty good puzzles today. Let me go. This was the first one. This was the first puzzle that we had today, and the idea here was see where the pieces are going. See where the pieces are going, right? And the idea here was the queen goes. Oops, sorry, bad move. The idea was move the queen all the way, creating the check, forcing the blocks of every black piece, and ending up with a checkmate. bishop controlling that line and queen controlling there for a simple checkmate. Next puzzle was this one. And this one was where we see the pin, the possible pin that doesn't exist, creating a possible pin. And so when he goes here, if the pawn takes the queen, then we have checkmate this way, right? Because the bishop's controlling the bishop's controlling that, and the rook cannot be blocked. Of course, from that we also had, if he captures the bishop, which I don't know why he would capture the bishop, then of course we go here, he goes there, and we still go there. And of course the other one was, if the bishop captures the bishop, then we capture the pawn, and we're attacking here. So if he moves away, we still go in there. So it just depends, all these variations, right? This one here was the funny one because this is where we figure out, okay, white's losing. We're losing the game. We're playing white. We're losing the game. What do we do when we're losing? Force to draw. And so the idea was here to create a fork. The king can't go here. The queen is forced to go, and we have a fork. The king cannot touch any square. The pawns cannot move, especially since this rook is pinning the pawn there. And so that was a stalemate, finding the stalemate. This one was actually, the key to this one was seeing that the rook was pulling double duty. He was protecting the bishop and protecting the knight. And so we go here, he goes there. The mighty knight creates the forks. It doesn't matter where the rook goes. Doesn't matter where the rook goes, because that rook leaves that check, and then he just simply comes back and protects. Actually, we thought that was the move, but the cute move was this one, because if he goes here, we sacrifice. Maybe he goes here, and we have this particular move. And right here we can even do this, because if he takes, then we take with a pawn, and we're okay. And we go on and win the game. This one here was the funny one. I think I said this one wrong, but I think this is what it is. If he captures, then basically that's the checkmate. And of course we had this one. This is the one we were just looking at, where the move is like this. When he captures, then we have the double mate, and this guy attacks in this with a double check. And of course this last one here was what was this? Well, we just did that one anyway. So guys, super, super cool, man. Hey, Jake is here with us today. Alan was kind of busy, so he couldn't be here. So yeah, this is the chess show. Give us the likes, guys. Follow and share. And remember, we're here every Saturday at 6 p.m. Jake joins us sometimes. Andrew's been here most of the time. Sometimes we get Dave from Ohio coming in, and sometimes we get Alan is the chess master out of Tennessee. And I'm still working on getting somebody from Europe to come in and see what's going on.
And Africa.
And Africa. Oh yeah, we do have Adson that comes in from Africa, but he hasn't been able to log on. He just comes in, and we can see him trying to log in, and he's like, no, 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 no. There he is. Yeah. Have a nice night, you all. Hey, Daniel. Hey, we'll get some rest, Daniel. I'm glad you were able to make it off work to be able to see our show. And we'll talk to you next time we talk to you. Rock Venice is if you're still watching, man, shout out to Rock. He is I think he's a musician. He's an artist, man. He sings, and he might be on my other show, Talk Show Central RTV Style, later on next month or something like that. So, guys, any last how's it going? How's your little sister, Jake? She doing okay?
Yeah, she's doing good. She's doing
Awesome,
good.
man. Well, tell her that Coach Ray sends a hug and a high five. Hope she feels better, man. Your little sister's really cool. I hate when that happens, when it's So any last words, Jake?
No, not really.
No. Are you going to school right now, or are you doing virtual?
Yeah, I'm in school right now.
Oh, cool. Because I noticed
But
some
right now,
kids from the Harlingen area are doing virtual, and some are going to school. I don't know. You guys need to be careful out there. Get some sun, and get some vitamin C. And you know what? Here's a tip, guys. If you're gonna drink some juice, go outside and drink it in the sun. It works better, man. The combination of vitamin C and vitamin D working together is the best. That's from a nurse, so not by me. It's not old folks remedy. This is it. Probably might be, but it. A nurse told me this, and so it's like pretty cool.
I mean,
Andrew,
she
any
can't be
last words?
wrong.
You can't be wrong, man.
Listen to your nurses. That's what I
Listen to the nurses, man. They do an awesome job. Doctors and those people, especially nowadays. So what? Any last words, Andrew?
Get your pattern seeking up. Get your pattern seeking up. That's all.
Yeah, patterns. Remember that. And work a lot of puzzles, man. Work a lot of puzzles. I know Jake. Last summer, was it last summer, Jake? I think it was last summer or this summer. No, this summer or last
Yeah,
summer. I don't know.
I think it was last summer.
Last summer, man, he just overpowered the Liches puzzles, man. He made it struggle. That Liches engine on the puzzle was smoking because Jake was doing, I don't know, a bunch of them, man. And that's how he got really strong. And just,
Fair enough.
pattern recognition and playing patterns and all of that. And so, I mean, if you do, anywhere between 30 to 50 puzzles a day, man, you're going to definitely increase in strength. You can't go wrong. It won't be wrong. It's like working out, man. You go do push-ups and sit-ups and pick up weights. You're gonna get buff. You're gonna get stronger. You're gonna, get healthier. And same thing with you want to be healthier. You want to be a healthy chess player. Do a lot of puzzles.
Exercise your mental
and exercise your brain. Chess is the exercise for the brain. Exercise for the brain. So, guys, we leave you. Have a good evening. Have a good time. Stay safe out there and play some chess and work on your puzzles, guys. Buenas noches. Good night. And this is Coach Ray, the talk show. Coach Ray with the chess show with the Brownsville Royal Knights saying good night from Jake and Andrew. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.